Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live show for Kaldoras. Thank you so much to everyone for joining us for this read through. It's been interesting to say the least. So yeah, as always, I'm joined by my two lovely co-hosts, Sash and Amy. So I'll see if anyone's here. Doesn't look like it just yet. So how are we in general?
Pretty good, can't complain.
Can't complain. Yeah.
Just trying not to break down over this season. Christmas is just crazy.
We were talking about eggnog before we came on live, and we're thinking, oh, it hasn't sold out where I live yet, so.
No, I don't think I've even had it.
Yeah, everyone I actually talk to who I know, they've never drank eggnog. But then when I worked at Coles, that's like all people would drink. Like they would just always ask for it if it's sold out.
I hold out for brandy custard at Christmas time, to be honest. That's my thing.
Hello, thank you for joining. Welcome. Hello, Meredith, and congrats on 1K, babe.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
Yes.
You so deserve
I
it.
saw that morning. I'm like, oh, because somebody had shared that she was at the 999 mark. I'm like, oh, come on, surely it's one person to push that over. And then she hit 1K not long after. I'm like, yes.
That's so good.
Well deserved.
Yes. I think Pokemon's taken off quite well.
Pokemon's gone crazy.
I haven't even joined it. I'm probably not going to because it's the thought of a whole year real long. I'm like, oh.
That's understandable.
Yeah. As much as I want to, but I'll promote it as much as possible.
I'm mood reading the whole thing. If I get some, I get some. If I don't, I don't.
Yeah. That's pretty much how I play Pokemon in general.
Literally.
Okay, so should we go into initial thoughts before we start with spoilers? Or can we give our initial thoughts without too many spoilers?
Well, I'll just say I gave it 3 stars.
Okay.
2 stars. Writing, I enjoyed the writing style as I always do, and I flew through it, so that was great.
Yeah. I think I'm the only one who gave it 5.
Yeah, why? I want to know why.
Yeah, I'm curious.
I think it's because the fact that I read it in a day, which normally doesn't happen.
Yeah.
The beginning of, I think the whole first paragraph of a certain storyline, I'm like, is this the inner introvert in me, like going, yes, I love that. See, I can't really say too much without spoilers.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
That's the problem.
Like Amy, I really enjoyed the writing. Like Lynette Noni is just phenomenal writer. She creates worlds so well. I like that a certain character had come back. But I think
I wasn't mad about that either.
Who was it? It was.
If you're talking about that character coming back, was Midnight Owl?
Yeah, Midnight Owl said they're like, okay, that character died, and she keeps bringing him back, it just doesn't. And I'm like, look, when you read it the first time, I think it does get you when that particular character dies. But then just I liked seeing them come back, but I just don't like how she ended it, to be honest. If it does feel like it does kind of feel like a money grab.
Or would you say it leaves it open to too much potential that may never be realised?
Exactly. Yeah.
She specifically said she's not going to do anything with it, so I'm like,
no. So why write that ending if you're not going to continue?
exactly. It's meant to be like, well, maybe, and I'm like, but you're not
Yeah.
going to do anything. Like
when
I felt really
her, sorry, you go.
No, you're right.
Yeah, so when I talked to her at Supernova, she said that she had no idea that this was happening until her publisher was like, we need stories. So she kind of just spat this out. Yep.
Oh, that explains so much.
Yeah. It does.
So she kind of just spat this out to come out in October. Like she already had 2 of the stories, I think, because of the Kaldoras.
Yeah, the Christmas one. Yeah, they were already out. Yeah.
Yeah, so she already had those, but when the publisher's like, we want more short stories for a Kaldoras book, she's like, okay, here we go. And like I even said to her, because I hadn't read this when I met her, and I'm like, I can't remember what I said, but I said something along the lines of, this is like the last book. And she's like, no, don't do that. This is the last book. And then I read this, and then I'm like, fucking excuse me? Like,
yeah.
So, like, I know in the author's note, she's like, yeah, look, I might come back to it, but right now I'm just not going to. So.
Do we think that was
spoiler territory? I've been waiting.
That's right. I put the banner up around like, right, we're just diving right into it.
Well, I'll come out and say it.
Oh, sorry.
Where was Bear's story? Sorry, Ash. Where was Bear's story?
Yes. That is,
Where?
Yes. I was thinking about this when because I, like I said, I rated it 5 stars initially, but probably thinking about it, I'd probably knock it down to a 4 if I really thought about it. Like you say, because where was Bear's story? Like, they had in We Three Heroes, we had a story for him, so why not this one? Like you've had,
I feel like he got. You go. Sorry.
No, you're right.
I feel like it almost feels like he got left out because he's queer. That's how it felt. It felt awful, to be honest. Because it's like all these marriage storylines are happening, and all this girl loves boy thing was happening, and then there was just like this one mention of his boyfriend and one mention of their partners, and that was it. Nothing else. Yeah. It felt like an icky cash grab to me. I hated it. I was so angry.
That's totally understandable. I also think that maybe she doesn't feel like she can write like a queer male story because she's not a queer male. I don't know. Like I because I'm not a queer male, I won't write a queer male story. But that's just how I feel. But yeah, it's totally valid though. Like that makes it does. Like I feel like we could have gotten rid of Avon's story and put in Bear's story.
Or we could have.
I mean,
I
honestly liked Avon's story. I'm a sucker for a redemption plot, but I know why it's problematic and why it shouldn't happen when it's a character that's that bad.
Yeah.
But because I'm a sucker, I didn't mind those stories. But at the same time, I was just like, I kept going to the end of the book. I'm like, yep, Bear's story's coming. And then it just didn't happen. I was real sad.
Yeah. Do we think she maybe left that out too because did they give her so much short time to basically write this story? Like, right, you've got to turn this out for a certain time. Maybe she did want to write it. I don't know. Has she ever? Because
I feel really crap that I didn't get to say anything to her about it. Like it completely left my mind when I met her. I was like, dang it.
Yeah, my brain wouldn't have had anything in it if I had met you in that 90s. So I was like, to even talked about it is pretty amazing to me because my head would just been like,
yeah.
Hi.
Like, I like your books, and that would have been about it.
Yeah. That was like me when I met Samantha Chan. I'm like, I like your stuff. I like you. And that was it. It was just a blank.
Yeah. I'd be the awkward one sitting there going, I like you. For sure.
Because I did see somewhere, I think it was in a post you like, Sasha, she has confirmed that Bear is queer. Yeah, I'm wondering whether because it's the fact that the publisher has gone, right, we need this story before this certain time. Like, is it possible that she didn't feel like she could do history justice in the time that she had, or
I guess we'll never know.
Entirely possible, I guess. But
Yeah.
I mean, we can only talk about what she did do, really.
Yeah. I just.
So the end of the second Kaldoras novel, same as story 2, has the same. That's right. I remember when I first read the second Christmas book, she talked about, this is the final thing. There was nothing happening. And then I'd say probably because the publisher's like, right, we need more stories. Like, oh, shit, okay, fine.
Yeah.
But I reckon she could have said no if she really didn't want to write it. But unless it was under her contract maybe to write it, I don't know either. I don't know how it works necessarily.
Why? I just hate, like, she gave us more questions than answers.
Yes.
Like, we all thought Avon was the big bad, but now there's a bigger badder.
Yes, I was interested by that.
Him?
Yeah, that got me really interested. I'm like, oh, come on, really? Like,
I'm like, why didn't we hear about the worlds in the library sooner as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, why wasn't that introduced a lot earlier?
Like, that blew my mind. I was like, okay, I like this idea, but like,
are we going to go anywhere with it?
Pretty much.
Avon gets their redemption all the time. Well, I'm like Amy. I'm a sucker for a redemption story, but at the same time, I understand why. No.
Yeah, Annika was saying in the Discord, like, he was eating people's hearts.
Yeah.
Like, how do you don't come back from that, seriously?
No.
What do we feel about Jordan's story?
I think it was unnecessary, to be honest.
Yeah. So maybe if we got rid of Jordan and put Bear's story in there.
Yes. I would be okay with this. I would have even been okay with Jordan's story if we just got all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just, like, a Jordan story, I think if, like, I liked how he ended up having a chat with his mum and going to see his dad's grave, but the whole trying to earn trust when it was just for him to see himself, I don't know, I just thought it was a bit silly.
It was weird. Like,
I struggle with that part of the redemption more. Sorry, Ash.
No, that's all right. I sort of don't understand the point of that. Like, why? Like, you're going to give him your permission anyway. Why?
Make him do all that. Yeah.
Like, I understand that maybe he had doubts about it, but, like, come on. If Amy was being controlled by some bigger bad, why did it lay dormant for 1,000 years? Popped up to move forward. Or could it have something to do with the fact that Lady Mystique wiped his memory of her? Maybe? I don't know. Because we made him forget her until she died. And then that's when he remembered who she was. But I don't know. Too many questions, not enough answers.
Yep.
John's story was meh for me. It didn't add anything. I agree with that. Really would like something at the school.
Yeah.
Do like remove Avon's story, put a school story, and remove River's story and put Bear's story.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this whole book, I was just like, what the heck?
It's just a mess.
Yeah.
else was such a short book.
Interesting that the library was like, oh yeah, Nikes, you need to claim Avon. Like, I guess, does the library know what's happened to Avon?
Oh, that's an interesting theory. Maybe. I don't know. Is the library the big bad? Has it been the library this whole time?
Library origin story would have been good.
Yeah.
Oh.
I would love to know about how that came about. Is it's the only of its kind? Is it alone in the world? You know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a missed opportunity, that one too.
I'm going to guess a bit more, more ass kicking, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the teachers.
I'd like to see more, because she was an apprentice for SAS, wasn't she? I'd like to see some of that.
I think so.
Yeah, just the last book where they're all just getting ready for the wedding, and I think Meredith was like, "How old are these kids?" Like, hang on.
Well, I think Alex was 21 at the end, so yeah.
It was kind of blowing my mind that she was wanting to get proposed to so young. I'm like, you're just children. I don't know. I mean, obviously a 21-year-old is not shy, but I was just like, it's so young.
Yeah, it really depends. Like, my parents got married at 19 and 20, so
goodness.
Yeah,
I got married at 21, but I'm also divorced, so
no, mine aren't divorced, luckily.
See, I'm on to husband number 2.
I'm on none.
Yeah, no, honestly, probably be happier that way. But
yes and no, but
I don't know. I just was like, I can understand wanting it, but I was like, they're so young. I was just the whole time, I don't know, maybe I'm just an old cow, I don't know, but I was just like, they're so young, and all like preparing to make these massive life choices, and I'm just like, you've done lots of really big things already. You can live.
Take a step back, yeah.
Pretty much. That's sort of where I was like, they've done heaps of really big things already. They've had to save the world. They've done all this really big stuff. They could just live. They don't have to do any more big life things. They just.
I'm pretty sure that Lynette goes to a church.
I know.
Getting married
so
young
much.
thing.
Getting
married young thing does explain a lot.
Yeah, that makes so much sense.
I can't remember whether she's Catholic or Christian, but I know she does have a religious background too, so that's that does probably explain it a bit.
Yeah. I was just saying to Sash that I felt like they were just doing so much and they got married so early, and I think the reason I'm biased towards thinking that though is because I got married really early and got divorced. So, but I was just like, it's just so much. Yeah, I'm on my husband number 2. But yeah, so I got married at 21. So yeah, and I'm just like, that's a lot. That's a lot to be doing at 21.
Yeah.
I got married at 23 too. But
I'm not married at all.
If you get it right the first time, so much the better.
Well, I think my dad was my mother's second boyfriend, and they've been married for more than 50 years. So,
wow,
yeah,
that's lovely.
That's sweet.
That's so lovely.
Yeah, it really depends, I think, on the people. More, yeah. Like if it lasts, good on you. Is there anything else we want to add? It's just so short.
It's been a real mixed bag, this one.
I know.
Yeah. I don't really know if there's really much to talk about, except about how disappointing it was.
I will say the first page of Avon's storyline grabbed me because I read all that and I went, is this just the introverted version of myself No, basically,
Mm.
I hate people. I think it's the retail mindset kicking in. You know, people in general was. I don't like people in general.
I feel that.
What are the parts you like the most? I know this is probably going to sound bad, but I liked Avon's. I'm sorry, I did.
Yeah, that was my
Don't be
favorite
sorry.
story as well.
Yeah.
I think because it wasn't marriage focused, a little bit more questy, so I kind of
Yeah.
enjoyed that. And also,
Yeah.
like, I enjoyed watching Nikes get one over Avon constantly.
Yeah.
So I very much enjoyed that. The banter was good. It was questing stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was unfortunately my favorite.
I own you, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was our least favorite part?
Sorry, going back to my favorite part, I think just watching Nikes and Avon watching Alex go through the different Christmases.
Oh, that's right. I remember that because I read this way back at the beginning of November. So, and
Yeah.
I've read so many volumes of One Piece in between it. I think I'm up to volume like 18. So
Oh my gosh. Good job.
So many volumes. Oh my goodness.
I know. I'm like, holy shit.
And I think
think
it may be
many-
just like Nikes and Avon just reconnecting again. I think I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Chris did
I
leave
like
any
Avon.
notes really for number 2.
I like Avon's if I don't think it's about it being Avon.
Yeah. Least favorite is probably Jordan's story, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with that too. I'm like, why was this? Why was this in here?
Pretty much.
Very good question.
I would
like
rather
it.
have seen that from DC's standpoint over in Vardasia, knowing what's happening. I think that would have been way more interesting.
Yeah.
And just like I would have liked slice of life stuff, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Not just
whatever
marriage.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like just
Marry off
DC,
every couple.
Alex, and I forgot the Queen's name. Just
Osmara?
hanging out. Yeah. I think that's it. No, not
Yeah.
DC's mum.
Oh, Zaylin.
Queen of Zaylin, yeah.
Well, that's it. Yep.
Yeah, that would have been excellent. I would have liked to have seen that. Honestly, just slice of life, go and do girly things. That I would have been happy with that.
Yeah.
And even more of the dragon.
Yep.
So,
Xerxes. Yep, that would have been great.
That's it.
I love him. He's very funny.
What about you, Annika? What's your favourite part? What were the parts you liked the most?
Yes. Speaking of dragons, I'm just excited for House of the Dragon season 2.
When does that come out?
Oh,
They well, they say summer 24, but I think that's their summer, so yeah, maybe mid next
that'd be
year.
our winter. Yeah,
Ooh, 6 months.
that's exciting.
They only released the teaser this morning.
Oh, I'll have to watch it.
Yes. I think the first story. Oh yeah, when they were exchanging presents. That was so cute. Gifts are really adorable.
And everything was really fresh too. So you sort of think of like everything that happened with William and all of that. So it was a bit like a bit more emotional impact as well.
Yeah. Yeah, because this was their like first Kaldoras without him too, so that grief is fairly new. Yeah.
Can't even imagine.
Oh yeah. Annika, did you say what your least favorite part was? I think it was. What was your least
Probably
favorite part?
Avon's redemption arc.
I'm a sucker for a redemption arc because I want it to be like them to realize what they did wrong and then to make it better and blah 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 blah. But I'm like, you can't always make these things better.
No.
Yeah.
But I think it calls to the whole. I want people to be good. Like ultimately, that's what I want. I want people to be good. And I know that's a bit boring from a story standpoint. Anyway, standpoint. There we go. I think it can be a bit boring from a story standpoint. So obviously they do redemption arcs because that's obviously a bit more interesting. But I'm like,
Did you guys see the controversy of the artwork that Lynette posted or reposted the other day?
The fact that was it AI related, something like that?
Yeah.
It was AI. I thought it was supposed to not be AI.
No, so Lynette asked the Instagram, was like, is this your artwork? And the Instagram replied yes. But if you looked at that, like the whole profile, all the artwork was different. Like it wasn't the same style each time, and so even that's like a big red flag.
Yeah.
And yeah, you could just tell with different bits of the artwork. It was like AI, and like Lynette was like, I wanted to give the benefit of the doubt. Like I really liked it, but then I think she said like, I'm just going to delete the post because like it's just spouting arguments and stuff. And it like I understand Lynette being like, oh, I asked her and she said it was so. But yeah, it was definitely AI.
At least she's taking the initiative and actually like going, ooh, this is not good, and getting rid of it. So many authors would run away from that.
Yeah, like most authors probably would have just deleted it, not put a post up saying this is why.
Yeah.
She gets a bit of respect from me for that.
Yeah. I actually didn't like most of it. I really liked I really like how Aben's story was written, but you know what I don't like about that one? The last one was terrible. Yeah, she was just shoehorned in that. Was it River? Her name wasn't like. Yeah, I'm like, you just shoehorned this chick in. I'm like, why?
I would have rather seen her get her own story.
When we first met her in We Three Heroes, I kind of got the feeling, I'm like, there's something special about her.
Okay.
But yeah, now that
better.
Oh, really?
That's how much interest I took in her.
But yeah, it's interesting to see. I feel like, I don't know, just the way her name is, it gives me Mayaran vibes. Like it's Ruva Dellen.
I can't remember my past, so I'll never trust anyone or have love or anything. What?
Yeah, I struggle with that part.
Okay.
Was that Ruva or was that Avon?
I think that was Ruva.
I think that was her. Oh, because it's been over a month since I read this, so I can't remember.
Okay, it was Ruva.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, she's like, could remember like the first 5 years or something. Can't remember.
Something like that.
Yeah, very, very interesting. Like, we could have just completely nixed that whole thing.
Yeah.
That whole, like, Ruva's story. If she wasn't going to complete it.
Yeah. I wonder, though, whether she may get the inspiration for it one day, whether it's just something that'll pop into her head, because I think that has happened before. Like, I think that's why those 2 short stories came to fruition, the Christmas ones, because she saw like she got this idea and it just came to her organically, and she's like, right, this sounds a really good story, I'm going to write it. So maybe there is potential there, yeah. Because the way I read the her note about it sounded like, oh, at this stage it's definitely finished, but if the idea ever came to me and I feel like I could do it justice, then I would write it.
Yeah.
Maybe there is potential there one day, but we will never know. Overall, this was so disappointing. Story 1 and maybe the wedding story I'll keep as canon. The rest never existed. Fair enough.
I'll make up a story for Bear that could be canon in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's all just like have a Google Doc and write Bear's story, shall we?
Oh, I like that idea.
I'll leave that to the experts. I'm no good at writing stories.
I'm just gonna go see if there is any Bear fan fiction.
Probably is. It's fan fiction for anything, so.
This is true.
Oh, I put an archive of our own, and then this story that I don't think I actually read showed up, but it was. Have you guys read Kingdom of Ash?
Yes.
Kingdom of Ash, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So someone's written the So Lorcan did scene that Sarah deprived us of. So I haven't read it, but apparently it's favorited in my bookmarks.
It's been so long since I read Kingdom of Ash. I really need to go through the whole series again one day.
I started it. I got up to Queen of Shadows. I finished Queen of Shadows, and I just haven't read anymore. I think because I'm like, I need to read my other books that I haven't read.
Yeah.
Ugh, love it. Definitely going to read some fanfic. That'll make me very happy.
That can become canon then.
They can start their own version of epilogue. What epilogue?
Someone did an Alex and Hunter story.
Oh, what? No. But teacher.
No. There was some terrible fanfic that I read that was between Alex and the combat. Maybe that's it. So there better be at least several. I freaking hope so. Oh no, that ruined my day. That one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't like the teachers,
Well,
so I'm just like, I'm good, thank you.
I don't mind teachers having their relationships with other teachers, but yeah, no.
Not with their students.
Chemistry.
Alex mentions all of the teachers are hot. Even the friggin' doctor. Like.
I'd like to see it with Fletcher and one of the other teachers. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Okay, Alex is horny. Okay, let's just admit that.
I mean, she's 16.
Yeah, true. Those hormones are really raging.
Oh, tell me about it.
Oh.
I mean, I read something more by what was her name? I can't remember now. But it's a YA story about this high schooler who she's just found out she has autism, and it kind of like told her, like it not told her. It kind of she said it kind of explained why she got so many crushes on all these like guys when she was growing up, and I'm like, yeah, no, that makes sense. Like I haven't been diagnosed, but I've been seeing things, and I'm like, interesting.
Yeah, lots of female autistics get called boy crazy when they're teenagers. It's because we have to fixate on people.
Yeah, I'm just like, I had so many crushes. Like, people used to like make fun of me because I would have a new crush every week, and I'd be like, he just smiled at me, and of course I'm gonna love him. Like,
he was nice to me, so he must like me. Oh, you're speaking my language, Sash. That was me as a teenager, all over, 100%. I'm just as bad now if I'm single. Like,
Yeah.
I was like flitting from like one person to another after my first marriage. I was like, this is lovely. All the nice people are being nice to me.
Nice. Trying to see if any of these have like ratings. No, I just want Bear and Declan. I don't want all of them.
Filters.
So that was my phone then.
No, that was my computer.
I was like, what?
I must have got the charger out. Oh shit! I better plug it back in.
Don't let that die.
No.
Okay. God, there's quite a few.
There's one here, and the like info bar, like the synopsis is the night that Alex and Caden got together, another couple were bonding over shared experiences and healing. Or Bear and Declan are a couple. Alex is just really unobservant.
Oh, I'm gonna have such fun. Nice. Keen as a bean.
That will be just your afternoon. Bear and Declan fan fiction.
Pretty much.
Oh my gosh, did you go outside again? Okay.
So, does anyone have any more thoughts? Or are we pretty much... We said all we need to say about this.
I think we've said it.
It'd just be more ranting. I'm all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
It's very disappointing, I feel.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to... Are we doing Prison Healer next year?
We can. I'm more than happy to.
What about you, Amy?
I've got it. I actually was considering unhauling them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was real unhappy about this. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. Kiddos interrupters.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, because I've only read the first Prison Healer.
Yeah.
I have heard good things about it, though.
I've read all three, so I quite enjoy them.
I think because, like, they're probably her most popular one because they were picked up by Bloomsbury.
Yeah.
But yeah. Goodness.
And I think they were the ones that really took off for her overseas as well, like especially Fairy Loot.
Yeah, I remember they were all over the internet for a good year, for a while. So they must be decent.
I love them doing Yeah, Whisper's probably the only series by her I'm actually getting rid of. I have no intention on keeping. But the other two I'm absolutely keeping.
I was so surprised that the Whisper series was so lukewarm for me because I prefer sci-fi to fantasy. So I thought I would love them, and I was just like,
meh.
I don't know. Maybe they're a product of their time. I'm not sure, but they weren't my fave. But I didn't hate them either.
It was weird because I remember reading the first one and thinking it was... I enjoyed it, but then the second... And then I read it a second time, and it was fine again. But the third time, I'm like, I couldn't even get through it because I'm like, just can we get on with it, please? We're just talking about Whisper. I think he muted.
Right?
There we go. Sorry. Yeah, I could hear you guys talking about Whisper, and I'm like, I think I'm the only one who liked them.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I think I gave them both 4 or 5 stars. Like,
There you go.
I don't know why. Maybe because I haven't read dystopian in such a long time. I was like
Yeah.
starved for it or something. But I don't know. But yeah, like, because when I did, like, I didn't want to read them when I first got them. I'm like, these sound so shit. But then I was thoroughly surprised. So, yeah, I think that's definitely like that. But like, I think I'm one of the outliers because obviously you two are not the biggest fans.
Yeah.
I didn't mind them. I thought they were like, it was
They
really
were
cool. Again, Aussie background, loved that.
Yeah.
And I like sci-fi, so that helps. But they were like just sort of like fine
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Well, I suppose we could put feelers out in the Discord because I know I've got at least one read along I'm doing next year. They'll have to incorporate into that if we do, but we can work it out if that's the case.
Yeah, Meredith has Meredith's Discord. I'm like part of 3 read-alongs next year, and I'm like, how am I going to do this?
I'm literally at the point now where I'm like actively avoiding read-alongs.
Yeah.
With the exception of like a couple sort of thing, and I'm like, I just need to mood read.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm sort of. I did originally want to do Bookie Month for the year, but then I'm like, I'm just feeling so burnt out from readathons, and it's just destroying my reading mood. I'm like, I want to be a mood reader too. So
yeah, and that's fair. And I think that's why, like, yeah, competition-based ones. I know some people like them, but I'm just like, no, I can't do it.
They're too much.
For me, it just becomes
Especially a month long
for the sake of it.
And when you're already neurospicy, like your brain's just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I can't concentrate on it. It feels like pressure.
And if you pressure me to something, I'm not going to do it.
I just hide. I just pretend like it doesn't exist. I'm just like, what readathon? No idea what you're talking about.
Sorry, I just saw Annika's comment.
Perfect. I've only got 3 chapters into that, and I've been on pause ever since. But
I'm the same. I'm like, I think
I've been putting it off because I've heard such mixed things about it. It's either, or it was the same with Fourth Wing. Either people really loved it, or they thought it was the most shittiest book they've ever read in their life.
I think I probably would have liked it, but I liked Fourth Wing, so that's not surprising to me.
Well, I liked Fourth Wing too. I think I gave it 4.5 stars. So, but
I think that's where I was about at.
It's so chunky too. Like it's
I
think it's 800 pages or something, or 600. I'm like, oh my god.
Sometimes I feel it's a competition. Yeah, what do you think?
He keeps telling me, he's like, hurry up and finish it. And I'm just like, I don't want to. I'm just like, I feel like it's just going to be Violet and Zayden fighting over their trustworthiness or like keeping secrets from each other the whole time. He's like, yeah, pretty much is. I'm like, I don't want to read that.
They'll be fighting and then they'll be like,
yeah. They'll be fighting, they'll wake up, and then she'll be like, oh, so you trust me now? And he's like, no, because people can still see in your head. Hurry up and get your shields up. No, I can't do that. Blah, blah, blah. You're never here. Blah, blah, blah. Like, blah, blah, blah.
The eternal dialogue.
I think the only reason I'd probably, like, if we had more Indana teenage year, like, scenes.
That'd be funny.
Yeah. That's the only reason I would read it if we had more of that. But right now I'm just like, maybe next time. Like my mum, I think, is 75% of the way through it, and she's liking it. And I'm like, okay, interesting.
Depends on what you like, I suppose. I do want to read it. It's just I've just been putting it off because there's so many other books I want to read too at the same time. I'm just there's so much, so little time.
So many books, so little time.
I'm actually looking forward to Defiant by Brandon Sanderson the most this month. I'm obsessed.
Is that one of
The
his
last one in the whole Skyward, yeah. It's the last one in the
Oh.
Skyward series.
Okay.
I'm so excited. I found it was out the other day and I was like, hurry up, payday.
Yeah.
So excited.
I'm just ready for Crescent City 3. What's that called
Yeah.
now? Flame and Shadow.
Flame and Shadow.
Oh,
I need to know what happens.
I'm starting my reread of Akatar. I'm going to do all of Akatar and then the CC1 and CC2 in preparation.
okay.
I'm in the middle of CC2. No, the beginning of CC2 at the moment because I started it in October, I think it was.
Oh,
I
yeah.
put it down for the Aussie Readathon.
Yeah.
So I'm keen to get back to that.
Yeah. I want to reread them both in January, so that's part of me January video plans, hopefully.
Nice.
Exciting.
Yes.
Well, I haven't listened to the graphic audios of Akatar, so that's what I'm going to be doing this month.
Graphic
They're on
audio?
Everend too. So if you've got that already,
Oh, are they?
don't get them on Audible.
No, I don't, but they are on Libby. I've got the Akatar
True.
on Audible, but I've got the others on Libby.
Okay. I didn't even know they did graphic audio books.
Yeah, they did
Yeah,
graphic audio
they're
for
on,
all of Akatar,
two
and I
parts.
think Silver Flame just came out with a graphic audio.
Okay, I have to have a look.
Exciting. I'll have to look for that one.
I'll have to look for that after I finish. Why? I only started that last night. I only read Iron 14 for the first time a week before Iron Flame came out. Fair enough. Yeah, I have started Iron Flame, but just haven't picked it up again. So again, that's fine. That's fine.
Either lover or you hater. There's no in between.
No.
The writing style is so distinct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, either love her writing or you think, what the hell is this?
Yep. Whereas I pretty much pick up her Sarah J. Maas book and I'm like, yep, I'm going to have a great time.
Yeah. So, did we maybe want to keep the Discord running and sort of put feelers out for if we do want to read Prison Healer?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
happy with that.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably just have to work out when we're going to do it because, like I say, I've got at least one read along. Sorry, I'm participating in next year, which is going to be like 5 months in total. So,
Can we know what read along it is?
did any of you see Mel's feelers for Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Oh,
Yeah.
Vaguely,
Oh.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm semi-interested in that, actually.
Yeah. Well, the announcement should be coming out by the end of next week. So,
all right. That's
Right.
which reminds me, I've got a film for that too. I'll go film mine now.
To look for the audiobook. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah, but we'll be starting that in January. But yeah, we should all have our announcements out by the end of next week. So anyone who is interested in that, you're welcome to join us.
Literally looking them up now, see if I can find them.
Yeah, because
I
Mel
have a
put,
brother who loves it, so
because Mel put feelers out, and I went, oh, well, I always want to read that because I loved the film that had Martin Freeman in it. Has anyone seen that? Yeah,
I have seen it.
I
I was
like
like, what the heck am I watching? Like
It's
there's
just
this morose robot running around the place. I'm like, are you okay, buddy? Are you all right? It's just funny.
I just love The Martian because he was voiced by Alan Rickman, and he was like the most depressive robot on the planet.
Yeah, he loved.
He has so many good quotes in that movie.
he's got the voice for that sort of character though. That little
Yeah.
ho hum, life is terrible.
I'm
Like it's
depressed.
sad. So it was
Yeah.
kind of ridiculous and funny all at once. It was just like,
Yeah.
but I had no idea what to expect, and then I
No.
watched it and I was like,
Because I remember watching it. When did I first come across it? It was not that long after I finished high school. Probably I was about 19. And I remember because when my grandmother was still alive, we used to have her around for Christmas after Granddad died. And I remember putting it in one morning to watch it, and we were all sitting there going, "What the fuck are we watching?"
Yeah, sounds about right.
It was so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Who wrote this? But no, it was funny. I think I've watched that movie so many times. It's not funny.
I feel like Douglas Adams and Terry Pratchett are like two halves of the same being,
Yeah,
almost in terms of like the way they sort of this irreverent way they sort of look at things.
yeah.
I think it's very interesting.
I need to go.
Okay. Well, we might wrap this up here. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Thank you to Sash really for coming up with the idea for it because yeah, it's been so fun.
It has been really fun, and thank you for both Ash and Amy for joining.
You're welcome.
Thanking you. I now have a whole new series that I love and can keep going back to now.
Yes. I'm glad.
Okay, so we're going to end it here. Like I said, we will keep the Discord open and we'll hopefully discuss if anyone wants to do a read of the Prison Healer trilogy. I'm sure there are some people who do, so we'll definitely be keeping the Discord open. But thank you so much for joining us, and thank you again to my lovely co-hosts, and we shall see you guys later. Bye.